Hey friends, it's Marie and welcome back to the Kind Goal YouTube channel. I create videos and planning tools that help you achieve your goals while taking care of your well-being. So I'm really excited for today's video, which is all about how to design your goals for 2022. I'm going to be sharing my step-by-step goal setting process in my digital planner. And I hope it'll help you set goals that are not only effective and that you can stick to, but don't require you sacrificing your mental health. So without further ado, let's get started. The first step in this goal setting process is to reset and reflect. Oftentimes, we're all so busy, we don't really give ourselves time to process things that are happening, and because of this, we feel overwhelmed. So before setting goals and going out there to do amazing things, I think it's good to take a step back and evaluate what has happened that has gotten us to this point. Looking back on the past 12 months is a really good exercise to help put your current state into perspective and clarify what truly motivates you in your life so you can build your goals around that. For example, if I look back on the last year, there are many good memories I've forgotten about. And I realized that those periods when I'm happy usually come from spending time with my friends and family, being creative, learning something new, not necessarily things like a certain grade or a certain number of subscribers, for example. So with my goals, I want to create more opportunities to have these experiences. And I know goals that are related to these meaningful moments are worth pursuing. I think it's also important to consider the challenges we faced and the things we learned along the way, so we can bring whatever lessons we learned into the future as well. It's not going to be an easy journey, it never is, and we will fail a lot, but we will learn from those challenges and get stronger. So overall, this exercise will help you see how much you've grown in the past 12 months, what motivates you, and what you can do differently in the future to make your life better. The second exercise is a self-check-in. This is where we look at different areas of our life like health, family, work, and see how satisfied we are. So if you're familiar with the Wheel of Life method, this is quite similar. For each life area, we rate our satisfaction level from 1 to 10. 1 being not satisfied, 10 being things are going great. The purpose of this exercise isn't to judge yourself, but it's a chance for honest reflection to figure out which areas you want to develop. And it's okay if you have a low rating, it just means you have more space to grow. Also, if there are any areas you don't resonate with on this list, or you want them to be more tailored to your life, you can totally customize them and write in your own life areas. Once we're done filling in our thoughts about these ratings, we can then color in these stars that help us define a few priority life areas that we want to focus on improving as of now. Defining our priorities is key because it helps us focus our time and energy on the things that really matter to us at the end of the day. Now over here, we have some reflection questions. Questions like, how content do you feel on a daily basis? Are you feeling stressed currently? Do you feel that you're making progress in your life? I think this page, which goes deeper beyond our life areas, is important for our mental health. Because even if on paper your life looks great, you may still be unhappy and there isn't a single area that you can pinpoint as the root cause. For example, you might be feeling stuck and what you need is a change in environment. Or you're unhappy with a specific situation in your life, and this reflection can help you realize that you want to set a goal to address that situation. Whatever the case may be, this is a page for you to get your thoughts and emotions out in a healthy way. Moving on to step 2, creating a big picture vision. So what is a vision? A vision just means knowing what you want your life to look and feel like overall. Over here, I'm making a mind map of what I want to feel or achieve for the top priority areas of my life. I think this step is one of the most important steps we miss out on goal setting. I used to have goals like eat clean or get a certain number of A's this year for no reason other than the fact that they sounded good. but I didn't feel aligned to them. Those goals didn't resonate with me because I didn't know what they contributed towards in my life. What really matters to me is to feel healthy in my skin or feel confident in my studies, for example. With a vision, you know how your goals fit into the overall picture of your life. You know your why because these are the areas of your life that you care about. So the goals that you set will be tied to this big picture vision. Now on the right, we're going to take that vision and brainstorm a self-development plan, which is basically the areas we need to develop in order to achieve our goals, like good habits to build and skills to learn. These are the smaller components of our goals. So for example, if I want to design higher quality YouTube videos, a skill I need to learn is video editing. I also write these value statements because they help me stay grounded, like to practice being grateful, or valuing the effort it takes to do something over the results, like the work that goes into a video even if it doesn't get a lot of views. Lastly, we can brainstorm our weaknesses to work on, because these are the obstacles hindering our progress. So over here, I'm writing my weaknesses, followed by what I can do to improve them. The last exercise before we go into the actual writing down of our goals is to visualize what our best self looks like. So take those life areas from just now. If you were a character in a computer game and you maxed out your ability for that certain area, what would that look like? For example, physical health. Think about what the best version of yourself would look like if you were to be in your best physical health. From this, you can have a clear idea of what your end goal might look like. Even if it's not realistic right now, it gives you a sense of direction to work towards. And then on the right side of the page, write out how you can start showing up as your best self now. What action steps can you take to begin making your ideal self a reality? A goal always seems daunting when there's such a big gap between the ideal and our current state. But if we can focus on what we can do today, then it takes off the pressure of having a big goal. We can just keep putting one foot in front of the other and focus on making a bit of progress each day, and that progress will eventually add up. And finally, the last step is where we set our goals. This page is not only a page to write down our goals, but to keep track of our progress visually. You can also duplicate this page so you can keep track of more than 4 goals if you want. So over here, I'm first creating a time frame for these goals. This page is quite open-ended, so you can decide a time frame for yourself, or if you want to have big overarching goals without a time frame at all. It depends on what works for you. So at this stage, I know which areas of my life are important to me because I marked out those priority life areas. So I want to create goals that are connected to the life areas. I'm thinking about my priority life areas and what my best self would look like. Then I write down what I want to do to make that as much as a reality as possible in the time frame I chose. One tip for setting goals is to write your goals in the present tense. So using statements like I am. Traditionally, goals are written in the future tense, like I will journal regularly, but I'm writing these goals as if they're happening now. I am journaling regularly. It's kind of a mind trick to get your brain to think that since these goals are already happening, you must be working on them now, and it really motivates you to put in effort right now. As for these footprints, each footprint represents 10% progress towards your goal. So from that big goal, I can create checkpoints for myself and fill in one footprint when I reach that checkpoint. So this serves as a visual reminder of your progress, and it's very motivating because you can check back with this and see how far you've come. So now we've completed this entire process of reflection, creating a vision and setting goals, and we're so much clearer on our focus and the direction we're working towards. In the next video, I'm going to be sharing how to turn these goals into an action plan and create a system to achieve them. We've come to the end of this video. I hope this video has been helpful in helping you set goals in a way that feels authentic to you and that prioritizes your mental health as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!